My name is Rick Redford, President of North America, and coming to you from my home in south part of Salt Lake City. It's a beautiful evening, a little chilly, but as you know, we're doing a welcome back campaign, and if you've been inactive for 8 weeks or longer, all you have to do is come in and place a reactivation order and set up a subscribe and save. And by doing that, we give you a $20 product credit, and you're entered into a drawing each week to win $500. So this individual reactivated probably last week, and she now is going to win $500. Please congratulate Angie Lim. Angie, congratulations. A crisp, well, maybe not one crisp $500 bill, maybe 5 crisp $100 bills. Anyway, congratulations that this person is reactivated and won extra. So congratulations. Also, each week, as you know, we're doing a cash drawing. In order to be entered into this cash drawing, all you have to do is enroll somebody or be the new person that's enrolled. And with a minimum of 200 points, and you get additional entries for the larger orders that that person enrolls with, or that you as the new enrollee orders. And we do that drawing each week, and our winners for tonight are Jeannie Arnold. Congratulations, yay! And Sheila Kirkpatrick. So Jeannie is a brand new brand partner, and you just won $500. That's a great start. And Sheila Kirkpatrick is the enroller, and not necessarily Jeannie's enroller, but the enroller that won tonight as well. So congratulations to our 2 winners. And if they're not on the line, if you're in the line, just chat and we'll get that information from you. But we have this information. We'll get in touch with you as well. Also, every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time is the quick Q&A. Tomorrow we have some big news and a special guest and some information. So stay tuned. And if you're interested in quick, which who's not, but if you're not, then that's fine. Also, as you know, now available while supplies last. And somebody asked me this morning, why can't I put this on my auto delivery or my subscribe and save? And it's because there's a limited supply, and you don't want to lock in a subscribe and save. And if we don't know, it's going to be available. So if you want this, you can still go in and order. There is a limited supply left. I just bought 2 boxes myself through my employee order today because I do not want to run out. And this is a game changer product. If you've not tried it, you need to. Also, some specials that are lasting through the end of the year. Prime oils, perfect for the holiday season. Again, I've said before, if you like to give your significant other a nice little massage, blend the fractionated coconut oil and prime ice, and it creates this nice little kind of carrier oil with the massage. Also, the Century's great to breathe in during the cold season. Great product. Also, stocking stuffer through the end of the year, Tahitian noni oatmeal soap. I say soup every week, good grief. I guess you could make soup, but I don't think I would want to eat it. The soap is awesome. It feels great on the skin. It has a nice scent to it, and it's all natural. It's a great product. So if you haven't tried it again, and it's great for stocking stuffers. And I know Santa's on the call tonight, Nick, so get some of those for stocking stuffers. Also, the Tamana lip treatment is available through the end of the year. Again, we just thought these were great stocking stuffers. Also, we have the holiday catalog that's available. I meant to hide this slide. This Pure Nourish, our 3.0 version, is now no longer available. For those of you who bought it over the weekend, stay tuned for more information in the next few days. Version 4.0 is going to be launching, and we're excited about it. New fiber blend and taste a little bit better, a little bit more like the original Pure Nourish. So look forward to that in the next couple of days. We'll be announcing it in the morning on the app. Also, so through January 3rd, you have the Lucem Total Face Serum that's available. And again, great for a stocking stuffer, but great for you. Awesome. Also, probiotics through January 3rd is on loyalty shopping. Plus, we have 2 of the Zenoa products that are on special, and we'll make sure we get a slide up there. Christine, I know you're there and you can listen. Let's get a slide up there next week with those. And there's a couple of a pack and then an individual product, some great products to try on very aggressive loyalty shopping, but it's not on loyalty shopping. It's just loyalty pricing. So it's available for customers. It's available for anybody, even if you're not available or able to do loyalty shopping. So make sure you get on and take advantage of these great specials, especially at the end of the year. Great gifts to give, great stocking stuffers, and so on. So, Christine, are you there, my friend? Let's
I'm
do
here.
our title advancements.
I'm here.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm always
Awesome.
excited.
Cool. All right, let's get on with it. I will let you start. What do you think? What's our first title?
Let's start with the team lead with a lifetime earning of 100 USD.
Perfect. Angela Dawson from Illinois.
Cindy Kafour, Florida.
Cynthia Lopez from Utah.
Maria Guadalupe Rojas, New York.
Mark Jones from Pennsylvania.
Mary Kay Anderson, Washington.
Sarika Gibson from Florida.
Tatiana Cybrant, Alabama.
Donald Frazier from Alberta.
Francois Domperrier, Quebec. How was that, Rick?
Dompierre.
There we go. Good job.
Gaetan Barube from Quebec.
Nancy Buswell, Quebec.
Congratulations, our new team leads. We love our team leads. It's the first step in your adventure, and we love to celebrate your success, your early success. Same with senior team lead, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of 200 USD. Let's hear it for Olivette Reed from Louisiana.
Solomon Villalpando, Michigan.
Chao Ying Chen from Florida.
Sheila Johnson, Virginia.
Shelley Carey, Michigan.
Tammy Deal, Texas.
Tanya Duncan, Oregon.
Audrey Weir, California.
Daniel Donaldson from Tennessee.
Deborah Weiss Raptis, Michigan.
Gary Durrington from Montana.
Natalia Platonikova, Florida.
That was pretty darn good.
I did my best.
Mikhail Bukti from Quebec.
Patricia Linzau, Quebec.
New team leads. Congratulations to our new senior team leads. Awesome. Next up is our new supervisors with lifetime earnings of 400 USD. Let's hear it for Allison Beeler from Ohio.
Amanda Junker from North Carolina.
Ann Bauer from Virginia.
Aricilia Aguilar, Texas. Oh, that was bad. Sorry.
David
We're
James
so happy for you, though.
I was just going to let you bask in the. Okay. David James from Alabama.
Donald Jenkins from Arizona.
Dorothy Barnes from Montana, Missouri. It's actually Missouri.
Gwendolyn Small, California.
Leon Wilson, Illinois.
Mark A. Tron from Texas.
Michael Fritz, Arizona.
Yoshiko Gerdes, Idaho. That's my home state.
It is. Ji Quang Wen from California.
Zoe Gray, Colorado. Good job, guys.
Congratulations. Awesome. Next up is what?
Senior supervisor, and you get to be senior supervisor with a lifetime earnings of 600 USD.
Got quite a few of these tonight, so let's get on with it. Jeanette Waters from Delaware.
Jessica Hesh, California.
John Gluth from California.
Joseph and Janine Biscone, Florida.
Juliana Myers from New York.
Ken Thompson, Utah.
Yay. Martha Petrokovich from New Jersey.
Maddie C. Collins from Florida.
Norman Merlis from Arizona.
Paymehan Jacobs from Minnesota.
Richard Schaefer, New Jersey.
Roger and Karen Clary from Pennsylvania.
Sandra Hawkins from Florida.
Sean Meyer, Wisconsin.
Teresa Schreibner from Minnesota.
Thomas Collins, Georgia.
Cheryl Megahan from Pennsylvania.
Christine Maloney, Wisconsin.
Darlene Lockard, Wisconsin.
Delaney Peterson from Washington.
Dr. Marielle Wozniak from Wisconsin. Look at all the Wisconsins tonight. This is fantastic.
Wow.
I love it.
Eileen Agravenis, Pennsylvania.
Eldridge Garris from New York.
Frankie York, Kentucky.
Helen Four from Virginia.
Herbert Langley, Iowa.
Hiroshi Ishikawa from Oregon.
Hugh Costin from Texas.
Hugh Schwanecki from Texas.
Jade Ronk, South Dakota.
Jay Frank from Pennsylvania.
Ann Walston, Arizona.
Arnold Beswick from Illinois.
Asami Inayu, New York.
Booker Simmons from Texas.
Brenda Broussard, Texas.
Alice Miller from Ontario.
Angela Kostai, Saskatchewan.
Probably Costick, but that's close.
Okay, awesome.
Ariste Rochette from Quebec.
Dennis Perron, Quebec.
Emily Lee from British Columbia.
Gua Muning from Ontario.
Jean M. Stahlbaum from Ontario.
Lise Cotton Bond, Quebec.
And Peter and Annie Funk from Manitoba. Congratulations, our new senior supervisors. Fantastic job. We love this.
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
How do you get to be manager?
You know what? It's funny you should ask, Christine, but you get to manager when your lifetime earnings anywhere within the compensation plan gets you to 800 USD.
All right.
And who are we congratulating?
Leela Sabino from California.
We go Leela Sabino from California. Well done. Loving it. New senior manager with lifetime earnings of
900 USD.
well done. Layla McIntyre from Texas. Great job, Layla.
Hey, Layla.
Awesome. And
Senior manager with lifetime earnings of.
we just did that.
We just
Sorry.
did that one.
We just went
Start
backwards.
over.
So
Vice president with what, Rick?
now we move to not just lifetime earnings of $1,000, but we have a payline volume. And this is when you start counting your payline volume towards your title. So vice presidents have 3,000 in payline volume. Let's hear it for Cheryl Jones from Ohio. Cheryl, way to go.
Good job. It's awesome.
Nice job. Well, Christine, thank you so much for being
You're
my partner tonight.
Thanks,
Love it.
guys.
Love it. Love the Christmas tree behind you too. It looks fantastic. Way to go. All right. So we have a couple of really great transformation stories tonight. And the first one, I remember the first time I met her up in Canada, and we were doing an event, and she just had this infectious smile. Her energy was fantastic. And I just kind of fell in love with her and her team, because they're these three ladies, and they used to do these really funny videos. And anyway, please welcome, I'm excited to hear what she has to say tonight, a nurse as well, and my friend, senior manager, Colleen Saunders. Hey, Colleen.
Hey, Rick, how are you?
Good. Do we have a no, we don't have a picture. So, hey, I'm excited to hear what you have to say tonight, and I'm going to make you the spotlight so everybody can just see you.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
I can. You look great. You sound great. How are you?
Thank you. I'm awesome. Thank you so much for having me speak tonight. What a way to get really uncomfortable on a Monday night.
Perfect. Well, listen, the microphone's you. It's open mic night for Colleen.
Well, there you go. So Allison asked me to speak to you guys about something that I am super passionate about. You know that, Rick. And what I'm most passionate about is Elite. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Elite for those of you that may not know that product at all. Several years ago when Elite was introduced, we were at a conference in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And when they announced what Elite was going to be used for, I just had tears flowing down my face. As a nurse, everything to me is about helping others, right? I just always want to help people. And they talked about 21st century problems. You know, people are feeling like they're getting aging too quickly. They're super stressed out. They're overstimulated. They're stressed. Cortisols are through the roof. They got brain fog. Their anxiety and depression, poor skin, just on and on and on. And when they announced what this super blend of powerful antioxidants and super herbs was going to do for you, I just thought, wow, like that's everybody that I know. Like really, that's everyone that I know. And so I was super excited to get people started on it. I had friends in my mind, oh, this one has pain, this one has a really bad back, this one has anxiety, this, it doesn't heal, treat, or cure anything, right? We always want to say that, especially as a nurse. I always think it's important to say that. But what I found is the difference for people was extraordinary. They were going back on their pain medications. They just moved better. Athletes loved it because it gave them that more endurance and stamina. It just, people were sleeping better. They had better clarity. They just had that calm state of mind, right? And so it was really helping so many people. And I'm a product of the product. So of course I wanted to have my own elite experience, but little did I know how elite was going to completely change my life. And a few years prior to that, I was in a very serious car accident. I was hit from behind at high speed. The guy was going 80 kilometers an hour in a very large truck, and I was stopped at a light with my foot on the brake. So the only thing that moved was my brain and my head. And I suffered a massive head injury, and unfortunately I also suffered a brain aneurysm that I had to have brain surgery. And when you're going into the operating room and you have a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old son at home, getting brain surgery, it's not so fun. But because all that was going on, they didn't treat the head injury because the aneurysm was so much more dangerous. And so what I was left with after years of not being able to treat it was massive headaches. I couldn't think straight. My words wouldn't come out properly. It's just like the brain didn't connect anymore. And, when you're working, I was a transplant coordinator in liver transplantation. And when you're working at that high level of acuity with the sickest patients of the sick, and you can't even put your words together or think straight, I was not feeling very much like myself at all. And 6 weeks into drinking Elite, it completely changed my life because I was me again. And I could put those words together and I could be so much more effective for my patients. And I could just be there for everybody that needed me in my life because I wasn't exhausted all the time. It was just so powerful for me to see what it did for them, for myself. And I'm telling you, there is not a day that I don't go without my rosé all day or my little pink drink, I love to call it, cheers. And it's the simplest thing. I don't know if you guys have Elite, but it comes in a little package like this. It's like a crystal light. You just put it in your glass with about 16 ounces of water, mix it up, drink it back. It tastes kind of like a pomegranate blueberry flavor. It's delicious. The 3 C's today, we did some cocktails today you can do it with or without alcohol. And it was so much fun making an Elite teeny. So yeah, you can do so much with it, but it's got 8 adaptogenic herbs that adapt to whatever your issue is. And that's what I love about it, is that everybody has an effect from Elite. Everybody has benefits from Elite. And so if you haven't had your Elite story yet, I encourage you to try it. Some people, it helps them with right away. The first night, they're already sleeping better. And for other people, it takes them a little longer. If you had a long problem, it's going to take a little longer to help it. So for me, it was that 6 weeks. Some people, it's 2 weeks, but it has changed my life. I will never go a day without Elite. And I want to thank you all for listening to my story today. And thank you, Rick.
Colleen, you're awesome. It's great to see you again too. I mean, with this non-travel thing, I feel like I need to reintroduce myself, but thank you so much. And what a great way to start the call. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Give my best to the other 2 C's. I see them on the call tonight. Awesome. All right. Next up, we have another transformation story. And hold on one. Okay, good. So her name is Jane Rouse, and I have met her a number of times and love her spirit, love her energy. And she has an incredible transformation story. I'll show you her before and after picture. It's just one of those that when you see, and she's put and posted on her Facebook a couple of full body type transformations, and it's just crazy. And we all focus on sometimes, well, we all do from time to time, and for not bad reasons, we focus on the visual side of weight loss. But the health improvement on everything from joints to just energy and everything in between. And so I'm excited for her to share her story tonight. Please welcome Senior Manager Jane Rouse. Jane, are you there?
Yes, I am, Rick, and thank you so much for allowing me to share my story.
Of course. It's open mic for you now. So
All right.
you're on to go. And you look great. I love those Christmas colors you got going.
Thank you. So I have a quick question for everyone. Have you ever looked in the mirror and said, no, this is not how my story is going to end? I am not living the life that God intended. My story is not over. That was me several years ago. You see, in my 20s, I was living the life of my dreams, dancing and singing and acting on the main stage at the University of Iowa, aerobics and weights 6 days a week. I was even in a running club. And then one day I was driving to help out a friend and I was hit head on by a reckless driver. And like Colleen knows, life can change in an instant, right? Trapped in the car on fire, shattered bones. The next few years, I had 5 knee surgeries, which led to a life of chronic pain. The pain consumed me. And then my family life took my focus. I was raising 6 kids, 4 we adopted with quite severe behaviors from foster care. And I was often alone due to my husband's military deployments. And I was working full-time as a school counselor. So I put everyone's needs before mine. No self-care, only survival. I was in poor health, no extra money, and honestly, no hope that anything would ever change. But somewhere deep inside of me, I knew that this was not how my story was supposed to end. See, never put a period where God puts a comma. It's not up to you. I knew I was meant for more. So I reached out to my amazing cousin, Dr. Crystal, and I started to transform my health. I actually just wanted a little extra cash, but little did I know that I would get that and so much more. I began by watching people take charge of their health and have amazing transformations. And I thought, well, if they can do it, maybe I can too. So I really started focusing on myself and on my health. It was time to put on my oxygen mask first. I used good nutrition and products that really work. And I found the tools to help me be successful. I used the drops, Rejuvenex, Renew, Lucem skincare, Pure Nourish shakes with Power Boost, Beauty Boost, Giving Greens, and then I put Moa and Noni in it every day. Occasionally I'll have Burn, Elite, Restorix, Limu Original, just love them all. But I made a decision. And then I put in the work and was committed to reaching my goals. And I finally have control over my life. I have control over my health and my future. And I feel like I'll be able to reach more of my goals. And for the first time in years, I have hope. So far, I've lost over 100 pounds. I feel younger than ever, and my pain is manageable. I'm even doing the Poppers boot camp with Amy Severs. Go Poppers! I just love being a part of the NewAge community full of positive people who want me to succeed. I mean, I feel like that they really want me to win. Now, a week ago, I tested positive for COVID. So 3 of us in our house have been fighting it since Thanksgiving. Well, you see, I have been living in fear because 11 years ago, I was very, very sick with pneumonia. In the middle of the night, I left my children home alone because my husband was deployed, and I drove myself to the emergency room. I didn't come home again for a month. I was off work for 2 months. I had 2 chest tubes, was almost put on a ventilator, and I had lung surgery. Since COVID started, I've been so worried that if I get COVID, because I have asthma and my history of pneumonia, that I wouldn't make it. So I decided to focus even more on my health. Whenever I started to feel sick, I would use Restorix and load up on MOA, Limu, Original, or Noni. Good nutrition, lots of water, regular exercise, and supplements that work at the cellular level. I know we don't treat, diagnose, or cure, but I believe that if COVID would have hit me 4 years ago, my ending might have been different. Yes, I had to stay home from work for a week. I got to. And yeah, while my husband and daughter recovered on the couch, I cleaned closets, wrapped presents, cooked meals, and I only missed one workout, which I made up 2 days later. I'm done putting my life on hold. My life has changed forever because of these gifts. So I rewrote my story. I changed the ending. And now when I look at myself in the mirror and I ask, am I living the life that God intended? Am I becoming the best version of me? I can honestly answer yes. My valleys have prepared me for the mountaintop, and my hope is that when others see how I have navigated through these tough times, that I will inspire others to see the comma and not a period. Your story is not over. If it gets hard, get stronger. Just keep getting up. Stop asking for permission to be great. It's your time. God bless you.
Wow, Jane, thank you. That's like a mic drop. Appreciate that. What a great message for all of us. And stay tuned, because you're going to love my quote at the end. It always works out this way. I didn't know what you were going to say, but it will work out. So Jane, thank you again tonight. Awesome. And now it's my pleasure to introduce batting cleanup tonight. For those of you who don't know baseball, that's a term. One of my favorite people. And it's always like, every time we talk about this Founders Club member, we're like, oh, Duke and Shelia. And then when there's a leader going to speak on the call, it's Duke is asked to speak on the call. And I just thought, you know what? I love Duke, but we've heard from him enough. I want to feature Shelia, the power of that power couple, Founders Club member, Chairperson 1, and honestly, one of my favorite people. Please welcome Shelia Tubtim. Shelia.
Aw, thanks, Rick.
You're the best.
Thank you so much. Wow, it is so great to be on tonight's call. Thank you for having me, Rick. First off, I just want to commend Colleen and Jane for sharing your story. I am so inspired by both of you ladies. You're both beautiful, strong fighters. Thank you so much. I'm so moved. Okay, so for tonight's call, I want to share tips on how you can prime your business now to have an explosive new year. Because if you start in January, guess what? You're already going to be behind the curve. Now is the time to prime your business, because you have to give your market time. You have to give them time to think about it, to commit, to gather funds, right? And this is the month that people just want to spend, right? Everyone's shopping. They're shopping for decoration, shopping for presents. And so you want to capitalize on that. And when people are shopping for other people, they're also shopping for themselves. How do I know? Because I'm guilty. You're buying presents. I'm buying presents for my friends or my sister. I'm like, ooh, this is cute. I'm going to get this for them. And, I'm going to get one for me too. Or there's so many deals going on, holiday deals, right? So you're like, ooh, I'm going to buy this for them. But, we need this too. So people just want to spend. They're spending their money, and even money they don't have. They're swiping. 'Tis the season to swipe that credit card. And here's the thing, if you approach them and you start in January, people, they don't want to spend anymore. You know why? Guess what happens in the beginning of January? They get their credit card statement from December and they're like, whoa, my gosh, I spent all this money on presents. So what do they want to do? They want to cool the credit cards. So this is the time to take advantage, because you want to tell people, hey, you know what? I know you're buying presents, you're not thinking about being healthy or anything like that. But if you can invest in these products, we have an amazing program. We even have this challenge that our company is doing beginning of the year. And I want to make sure that you get these products. I know you don't care about losing weight right now. I know you want to enjoy the holidays, but make this purchase, set the products aside, put it in your pantry, put it in your closet. And I'm going to contact you come January. I want to make sure that you have the products, that nothing's back ordered, that there's no shipping delay. Okay, so let me give some tips. December is the time to market, and there's two ways to market. You can do a direct approach or an indirect approach. Let's first talk about indirect approach. The best platform for indirect approach is social media. Whether you're using Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, whatever platform you use, it's just a reflection of your age. I mean, I'm not on TikTok because I'm not in my 20s, but whatever platform you choose to use it, okay? Because when it comes to social media, it's all about exposure. Exposure to your market. This is the time that you want to tell people, I'm going to embark on a transformation journey beginning of the year. Who wants to do this with me? You got to hype up your transformation journey. Share your photos from the past. Like I see Jane's photos, it's amazing. Share that again. Share with people photos of your friends and family who had a transformation with the products. Because you know what, when you share your friends and family, people trust you more, because they're like, hey, they were willing to let their parents use the products, their friends use the products. Okay, it must be good. They're not just sharing it because they represent that company. No. So share other people's stories and photos. And I know people, they're probably not going to comment, they're probably not going to like, but that's okay. You just want constant exposure, because I promise you, by the last week of the month, when they're feeling all bloated with all the food they've been eating during the holidays, they're going to think, man, I really want to get back on the ball now. I need to lose all this holiday weight in January. And I see my friend over here making all these posts about transformation, these amazing products, this wonderful program. I'm going to reach out to them. And they may just say, hey, can you tell me more about that? Or, hey, I see you've been posting this all month long. I'm curious. I want to drop this holiday weight. So that is indirect approach. And all you have to do is just keep marketing. And remember, if you start marketing on the last 2 weeks of the month, you're already going to be too late, because you need 3 to 7 exposures for them to have the nerve to be like, hey, you know what? Can you tell me more about that? So share weekly. That is priming your business. Now let's talk about direct approach, okay? This is more impactful because it allows you to cater your pitch to a certain person. So for example, for myself, I'm gonna reach out to a mom with kids. I can answer her objections. I can answer her concerns being a mom with kids. And yeah, you can do this program and you can get great results. Or if you have a friend or family member or a coworker who may be diabetic or have some health concerns, you can cater the approach to them. So it's more impactful to do a direct approach. Now, some people might be like, well, Shelia, I'm just so fearful. I don't want to sound salesy. People are going to think I want something out of this. So you know what? This is the tips that I give the people that I work with. Protect your mentality. when it comes to directly approaching people. So here's 2 tips on how you can protect your mentality. Number 1, make the odds in your favor. What do I mean by that? I will give you an example for myself. I wanted to get around 5 ladies to join me doing the Slenderize program. And I was very nervous about it. And I told myself, okay, if I want to get 5 women, I'm going to directly invite 20. I made a list with 20 names on it. Some who I really want to do the program, and I know they need this. I know that this would benefit them. And some I just put on that list because I just needed 20 names. And you know what that does? It protects your mentality, because I'm thinking to myself, out of 20 people that I'm going to ask to join me do this program, there has to be at least 3 to 5 who say yes. Has to be. So let the odds work in your favor. Whatever you think that is. Some people, they can invite 10, and if they get 9 no's, they're okay with that. But there's some people that could really break them mentally. So up your number to protect your mentality. Tip number 2 is, the term I use is machine gun your invites. And here's the reason why. If you have your list, and I'm using 20 as an example, and you're like, I'm going to invite 2 people today, and then maybe 2 people tomorrow, and 2 people after that, you know what happens? You're going to be mentally tortured, because you're going to be thinking, oh my goodness, I sent her an email, or I sent her a text message and she hasn't responded yet. Oh my gosh, you're watching the clock, it's been 2 hours. Oh my goodness, they're trying to find a nice way to turn me down. And you're just battling this mental torture where someone could have just opened it and, maybe their kids spilled something, so they got caught up cleaning that mess. Maybe they opened it when they were at a stoplight and now they're driving, but we're thinking the worst. So when you machine gun your invites, hey, do you want to join me on this fitness competition, whatever, or weight loss challenge? What happens is, as you send your invites, you're going to get people who are already going to respond right away. That's what happened to me. I sent about 8 to 10 invites right away, and I was already engaging in the conversation with 3 other women, because they are like, oh yeah, tell me more. Like, oh yes, I'm interested. So when you're doing that, you're not even thinking about the other people who have you on red or who have not responded back to you. And trust me, when you get one person to say, yes, I'm interested, I want to join, or yes, please send me the links, I'd like to buy the products, you're going to be on cloud 9. You're like, yes, the person who I really wanted to join said yes, or the person who I just put her name down to do 20 names said yes, I would have never known. And you're just so excited about that. And the reason why I know this works is because beginning of 2020, that was my exact situation. I directly invited my sister, my good friend, Crystal, and then my cousin was the one who came to me. And we were this intimate group. We kept each other accountable doing the Slenderize program. It was just 4 of us. And you know what happened? That intimate group of 4 women is now a community of close to 750 women who are either brand partners or loyal customers. We all take the products, we all use it, we have product pride. And again, that just started with me reaching out to people directly, but then also marketing on your platform, on your social media platform. So the last tip I'm gonna give before I wrap up my portion is, what else can you do for your business during this time, the month of December? It is such an ideal time to reflect, to meditate, and harness all the reasons why 2022 has to be different. And when I say all the reasons, all the good and the painful reasons. So let's talk about some of these good reasons, whether like, you know what, I want a vacation more. I want a vacation more this year. Or you know what, I want more time freedom. Or you know what, I want to buy some things that I've always wanted but never needed. I want to spoil myself. So those are like the goals. Those are the reasons that make you feel good. But you know what's also very powerful? Your painful reasons. And some of those painful reasons could be just sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Sick and tired of not being able to spend enough time with your your kids, sick and tired that you don't have enough savings, or your retirement doesn't look so good. Just whatever are those painful reasons, you need to harness all of that. And like I said, you need to reflect and meditate on that during this month, because you're going to take that energy with you into the new year. And I promise you, if you do all the marketing this month, direct approach, indirect approach, you machine gun your invites, you protect your mentality, and you harness all the reasons why 2022 has to be different for your New Age business, you will get results in January, and that can lead to an explosive year. So I hope my portion helped, and I'm going to pass it back to Rick. Thanks, Rick.
Sheila, so awesome. My gosh. Love, your messages are always so spot on. And I really wanted people to get a taste of Sheila, just as Sheila tonight. You just nailed it. So thank you so much for being on the call tonight. Colleen and Jane, thank you for sharing your stories. Just that's what this is all about, is sharing stories. Communication, sometimes I think we need to be spot on all the time. We have to be perfect. We have to say the right words. And we get caught up in that. And the reality is, when you share from your heart and you share real stories, it moves people. And it doesn't matter sometimes how you say it. Sometimes it's just saying it. So thank you, all of you, for being on tonight. And Jane, as I said, you're going to love my quote. It matches what you said, and I love how that works. Once you overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, other hurdles become less daunting. And I have found that to be the case in my life, ongoing in my life. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to unmute the